You are listening to the Taking Back You podcast, hosted by Dani Carter Iddins. Taking Back You is a witty, authentic, and sometimes sarcastic show for young mamas who are trying to reclaim themselves while fully entrenched in motherhood. Hello. Hi, this is Taking Back You podcast, and I am Dani Carter Iddins, and I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you so much. This is our inaugural episode. I've been wanting to do a podcast for, probably about 2 years now, and I finally just bit the bullet and decided to do it. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm just really excited. We are, Taking Back You. I started this about a year and a half ago. And really what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to offer some witty, authentic, and, probably sarcastic advice to moms who are, like in the thick of mommydom, kind of like I am. And like I've already been through with a preschooler and now almost a kindergartner. A little bit about me. I'm a wife. I've been married for 6.5 years to my husband, Jim. And I'm a mama to who I'm pretty much convinced is the cutest boy in the world. My son, Alex, he's 5. And I'm also a dancer. I'm a dance instructor, more than a dancer now, but used to be a dancer and a choreographer here in my town where I live in Valparaiso, Indiana. And I'm also a mommy mentor or mommy motivator. I do a lot of motivational speaking for moms. And I just really, my passion is to help moms reclaim themselves, and kind of help them to embrace and enjoy these, crazy years of, babies and raising kids and just, trying to figure out where we as moms fit in. And we just want to reclaim ourselves from maybe things aren't exactly how we thought they were going to be, or we're not doing exactly what we thought we would be doing, but just to kind of figure out how to still follow our dreams and to how to, live the best life we can as a mom and to enjoy it and, just to enjoy the ride. So this week we are going to talk about getting your life right. That is our mantra for 2019 here in my house. I'll scream through the house 2019 and my son Alex will go, get your life right. So that's what we are talking about in 2019. We are talking about getting our life right. And so the way you can get your life right, jokes aside, is, it's really about having, having being centered mind, body, and soul. And so, when I think of get your life right, it's a funny saying, like, get your life right. But what does it mean? For me, it means, what things are happening in my life right now that are making me uncomfortable or making me feel like I'm outside of my element, or that maybe, I'm not doing what I need to be doing. I'm a big energy person. So I can feel when the energy is off or something, or when energy between me and someone else is off. So I have to fix that in order to keep going, because I just can't if the energy is off. And so these tips that I'm going to give you and how to maybe get your life right are really just things that I have been doing to help me get my life right. And I don't know, they've been working. So I figured I'd share them with you. So if if you're like, yeah, I want to do what you're doing to see if it works, then keep listening, because I'm about to tell you. So the first thing I'm focusing on, of course, is my mind. And one of the biggest ways you can, get your mind right is to read more. So now, listen, I'll be a full disclosure. I graduated from Valparaiso University, and I graduated with a bachelor's and master's in English. So the reading part for me wasn't that hard. I love to read. I read probably probably 2 to 3 books a week. I really like to read. So that part wasn't really hard for me. But what was hard for me was reading stuff that I that was going to better myself. Now, you can argue that any reading is bettering yourself, but reading okay weekly or whatever. It's not like bettering yourself, but I had to make sure I was reading the right stuff. So I started, I found a few authors that I really like. Rachel Hollis, I really, really, really like her. She, is also, in the trenches of momdom, and she's like a mogul. She's huge, in the business world as well. So I started reading more books like that are kind of helping me get centered and figure out mommydom and figure out my life. Another thing that I've been doing this for about a year now, is affirmations. This, affirmations are literally like, first of all, like, okay, like, I don't want to lose you, because I know how affirmations are for some people. Some people are like, oh Lord, here we go. Affirmations. Oh, it's all weird. No, affirmations are actually really, really cool if you like actually do them, and you like focus on them, and you word them right. So I have this app on my phone. It's called Think Up, and I'm an Android person, so I'm pretty sure it's also an Apple app, but I'm not sure. I don't know, but I'm an Android person. Woo woo. And so I got it on Google Play, and it's called Think Up, and it's really cool. It's free, but I think I went ahead and I paid the, like, I don't know what it was. I think it was like $12.99 or something, and it's like lifetime, all the bells and whistles. It was really just so I didn't have to hear any ads or see any ads, and so I figured for $13 to never be bothered again, I figured it was a good deal. So what you can do is they have preset affirmations, and they're from people like like Joel Osteen, like that kind of, like positive affirmations that you can use. And what you do is you record them in your voice. So like in the morning when I'm getting ready to, take on my day and ready to go to the gym, I play the affirmations, and I'm hearing myself say these positive things in my own voice. And that's a little bit better than hearing it in someone else's voice, because that's, like, your brain knows you, knows you better than anyone. So like when the brain hears you saying these things, they're a little bit more likely to like happen, and you're more likely to take the action, towards what you're saying in your affirmation. So one of my biggest affirmations is, I just say that, I'm healthy, and my husband is healthy, and my son is healthy. That's something I say, we are healthy. We live a healthy lifestyle. So, just like things that you like like on a simple level, but sometimes you forget. And so I like to play these in the morning so that I hear them, constantly. And I hear my voice telling me these things constantly. And also, along with affirmations and positive thinking, a big, big, big thing. And I did this, probably a few years ago, is just shutting down drama and negativity. I mean, in my 20s, I'm 34. And so I'm like mid 30s. But in my 20s, drama and negativity was just like, I fed off of it. I thought it was like, I felt like I was doing something if there was drama. And that's not the case. You don't need drama. You don't need negativity. All it does is eat away at you. It's not good. You don't need it. It's just literally like, ugh. And so if you got people in your life that are like causing you drama, or just like, okay, those people. Those people who are always like, there's just drama. Like if there's drama 10 miles away, like girlfriend has her binoculars and she's like, hey, yo, I see some drama. I'm going towards it. And you're like, no, don't do it. And she's like, no, I'm going in. I love it. And so sometimes you just have to realize that that's how people be. And then you just got to like back up and be like, okay, well, you do that. Try to tell them first, be like, hey, listen. But if they don't want to listen to you, then you just got to be like, okay, you do that, and I'm going to go over here. And when you finally figure it out, let me know, and I'll be over here waiting for you. I had to do that with a few people because, like, yeah, the drama was getting to be real. And the only person that was getting broken up and tore up was me. And so I had to step back and, like, you know what? It might feel bad at first, but then when you realize that you're not engaging in all this foolishness, you will feel so much lighter and so much better. and will definitely help you get your mind right when you take drama out of the equation. And the last thing that I do, and this is, like I said, I'm a dancer, I'm a choreographer, so I listen to music. And I figured out a long time ago, probably when I was a teenager, that I am just like a super in tune music person, to the point where I noticed that, like, if I listen to happy songs, I'm happy. Like, I just become happy. And if I listen to sad songs, and on the bad side, I become sad. It's like one day, this is a funny story. One day, my husband and I, we were going on a trip, and I was like, oh, let me turn on some music, so, it just makes things go faster when you have music on. So I turn on Adele. Now listen, girlfriend, I love Adele. I do. Like, I love her. She's my spirit animal. And I think if she literally sang the Yellow Book, I would pay like good money. And I don't even know how I would get the good money, but I would find it and figure out, and then I'd pay it to hear her sing the Yellow Book. But sometimes Adele, she makes you have like the feelings. And so, like, I was packing, and then the next thing I know, I was crying. My husband was like, what is happening? And I was just like, I'm sorry, Adele. She just, like, it's Adele. And so he was like, okay, well, how about we turn on not Adele? So then we turned on Britney Spears and Justin Bieber, and then everything was fine. And I was happy, and I was like dancing, I was packing, and it made things go faster. So I'm one of those people where, like, the music that's going is like what is how I feel. So that's how I get my mind right sometimes, is I'll listen to music, and I can totally change how I feel just based on music. Another way to get your life right is to get your body right. Now, if you've seen a picture of me ever, I am not, I repeat, I am not a skinny mini, to the point where if I lose like 5 pounds, my husband, I'm going to be real with you, my husband likes booty. He does. He likes booty. And if I lose like even 5 pounds, he's like, girlfriend, where's the booty going? And I'm like, it's okay. It's there. It's never going anywhere. Genetics has made sure that booty is never going anywhere. And he's just like, okay, I'm just checking. I just want to make sure we understand each other. So no, I'm not saying you got to be like, starving yourself by any far stretch of the imagination, but you should exercise, because exercising is just like, actually good for you. And it doesn't even matter, what you like look like at the end of it. If you are trying to be hot smoking, then go ahead. But really, you should just exercise because it's good for your body. It's good for your heart. It's good for your immune system. And my main goal in my life now that my son is alive is to do everything that I can to like stay alive, to take care of him. So like when I'm not taking care of myself, that means that I am not taking care of Alex's mother. And that, like, when I put it like that, when I say I'm not taking care of my son's mother, that, like, I was like, whoa, oh man, that's messed up. Like, I got to take care of my son's mother. My son only has one mother. Oh, snap, that's me. So that's why I exercise. And I like the way I feel. Like, I just feel better when I exercise. Listen, 30 minutes, 3 days a week, literally. And you don't even have to do it all together. You can break it up. Go for a walk. YouTube has like YouTube has like the best workout videos for free. I have a friend, like, that girl, you want to do something on YouTube video? She's like, oh girl, I got my playlist, hold up. And she'll pull up her playlist. She's like, what you want to do, abs? Are you doing arms? I have a whole tricep series. Like, so I mean, like, you can like do that, and you don't have to go to the gym. If you want to, though, you can join a gym. I'm gonna plug Planet Fitness, because that's where I go. I go to Planet Fitness because I'm one of those people where, like, if I just say I'm gonna work out at home, spoiler alert, I don't work out at home because I don't know. I just don't. I need accountability. I'm just that person. So like, I signed up at the Planet Fitness, $10 a month, $1 down. I caught one of those deals. I think it's going on right now. I think the $1 down deal is going on right now, and it's $10 a month. You can go every day. You can go twice a day if you want. And I think they have another one, which is what I signed. I signed up for it. That's what I'm doing, the black card level. So I like up the ante. You can go to any Planet Fitness in the country and you can bring somebody with you every single time and they don't even have to be signed up. And you get like, they have this hydro massage chair. I'll talk about that in another episode, but that hydro massage chair will change your life. I mean, it just will. It has changed mine. So, I mean, exercise. Just if you, like I said, if you can't do it all in one setting, that's cool. Break it up. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, whatever. Just do something, it helps you feel better. You will notice it gives you more energy. In a stunning twist of events, exercising gives you more energy. I don't know. It's sorcery, if you ask me, but it's true. Another way you can get your body right is to drink more water. So I'll tell you something that I learned. I learned something new about drinking water. I've been a water drinking guru for, I'm 34. So I've been a water drinking guru since high school because one day it occurred to me that pop probably wasn't good for you. So I was kind of uppity. And I was doing this before it was popular. I remember I announced to my family that I was done drinking pop. I think it was 15. I was done drinking pop. And at the time, sparkling water was not huge unless you were European. And I was not European. I was a little black girl from the South Side Chicago. So I informed my family that I was no longer drinking pop. And they were like, huh? And I was like, yeah, I want to drink Perrier. Because I like the bubbles of pop, but I didn't want all the dyes and the sugar. It's not even sugar. It's high fructose, boop, boop. I don't even know. So I was like, I'm not drinking that anymore. So my grandma is now buying me Perrier water. I'm all fancy and stuff. And I was 15. And I mean, I drank that up until then, Perrier is expensive, but I just drank it because I was just I'm done with pop. And I honestly, I can tell you, I can probably count on one hand how many times I've had pop from my Southern friends. I think you guys call it a Coke or soda. Am I hitting everybody? Pop, soda, Coke. I don't know. Hopefully I'm hitting it. I know somebody says they get it from the bubbler. I think it's funny. Or is that water? I think that might be water. There's all these different sayings. I think it's awesome. I like to know all the different things. So if you have other ways to say pop, let me know because I'm actually I'm actually interested. I like words. And so yeah, I was drinking Perrier until it got way before it got cool. And I remember I would go to restaurants and I would ask for seltzer water. But can you just all you gotta do is get water and then you take the CO2 gun and just spray it in the water. And then I want that. And they were like, ew. And I was like, but can I have it? And they were like, sure, it's your life. So, I mean, I've been drinking that. I got my husband hooked on it. My son is hooked on it. He calls it bubble water. He honest, I think he had pop for the first time last week. He was like, Mom, I have pop. That's all they have. I got to drink it. I was like, dude, fine, drink it. But I'm like, but don't get used to it because it's not happening. But we will drink a root beer, but it has to be all natural, full root beer. That's just how I am. If you're drinking water, though, drink at least half your weight in ounces. So I weigh 150 pounds. I'm proud of that 150 pounds. Most of it is muscle, but some of it is tacos. And so that means if you're doing math, that means I should be drinking 75 ounces of water a day. I don't drink 75 ounces of water a day, if I'm being honest. I probably get to about 60 and then I tap out. The reason being is because this is something that I learned. Your body can only actually process 8 ounces of water in an hour. So if you get those people with the big gallons of water, they drink all this water, they pee out most of it if they drink more than 8 ounces in an hour. So really set a timer on your phone every hour to remind you to drink a cup of water. That's actually better for you than to just guzzle half a gallon now and then half a gallon after dinner or something like that. And if you're thinking Dani, I don't have time to be peeing all over the place after I drink all that water, I have good news. The peeing does level off. If you give it 2 weeks, the peeing will level off. You'll feel At first, though, it will. But what's kind of crazy about that is the reason you're peeing so much when you start drinking a lot of water is because your body has been holding in water because it's like, when's the next time this girl gonna have a drink of water? And so it holds it in. And then when you start drinking water regularly, your body's like, oh, it's cool. We can let go of this water. And so that's what you're actually peeing out. You're not peeing out the water that you just drank. So if you keep drinking, water on the regs, then you won't have that pH situation because it's just going to keep like coming out of you. So like then it's good, but it takes like a couple weeks to level off. But once you get past that, then it's like all good in the hood. So yeah, get your body right, exercise, drink water. There's a whole bunch of other things you can do for your body. But I mean, like if you can start with these, you will be on like, a good path. We can have a whole episode on how to eat right. And I'll do that. I don't know. Eventually we'll see what happens. Last thing, get your life right is get your soul right. Okay. So I'm going to be real with you right now. You have to have a relationship with your creator. Now, I say your creator because everybody, we all are coming from different places, different walks in life. And so I don't know who it is for you or what. I'm a Christian, so I have a relationship with God. I have a relationship with Jesus. But I mean, that doesn't, you have a relationship with your Creator. I'm going to say that so that you do you. But my thing is that you need to have a relationship with your Creator in order to get your soul right, because you have to care about your soul. You just have to. If you are going to get your life right in 2019, your soul is a big part of this, because at the end of the day, all, your mind and your body, yeah, they're important. But if your soul is unsettled, if your soul isn't right, the rest of it is not going to magically like fall into place. So, I pray, and now listen, there's a whole bunch of different ways to pray that people, some people they have like their, memorized prayers. I'm not that kind of person. I just talk to God. I talk to Jesus. I just talk. And the way I look at it is, it's like, God made me, so he knows who I am, and he knows my heart. So like, I just talk and I just tell God like how I'm feeling. And I don't think he's surprised by the way I do it, because basically how I'm talking to you right now is how I talk to God. Now, some people might be like, that's weird, but you know what? God made me this way. So I'm being true to myself, and this is how I talk to God. You can pray however you want to pray, but praying is super important. Every day, they have this app. It's called the Bible app. Simple, very simple. It's called the Bible app. It's by YouVersion, and I know it's on both iPhone and Android. Um, and it has a bunch of biblical translations, tons of them. I use a couple of them. I'm a big NIV girl. The church where I go is NIV, and then I like the Message translation, because that's like regular English that like people speak today. So it's kind of good, especially when you're working with kids, to kind of explain to them like, hey, this is what this is saying. And it's like in words that people can understand. So if you want to get your life right, you really need to focus on your mind, your body, and your soul. I gave you some awesome tips on how to do that. I could go on so much longer for each of those topics, but I mean, like, I wanted to give you something like just so you can grab onto right now. And later on, I'll probably take each topic and discuss it in like great detail. But this is something you can get started with right now. And so I'm going to leave you with one more thing. I have been reminding myself of this. This is like my last. Oh yeah, it's January, so it's been almost a year. And this is something that I've been reminding myself for the last almost years, like 2 weeks shy of a year, is that you surround yourself with the right people. You need to surround yourself with the right people. You are the sum of the 5 people that you are closest to. So the 5 people that you spend the most time with, that you're the summation of those people. So that means that like, if you're the 5 people that you spend the most time with aren't doing nothing, then guess what? You're probably not doing nothing either. I mean, honestly. And the worst part is that when you try to do something, they're going to be the ones that tell you that you shouldn't. So I've really been vigilant of that this past year, of paying attention who I surround myself with and who is moving forward. And so I need to be around those people. If they're moving forward, I need to be around them. If they're going backwards or they're not moving, then I got to leave them where they are. Love them. Much love to them, but they're just not where I'm trying to be right now. So I want to leave you with that, how to get your life right. Focus on your mind, read more, affirmations, listen to music, shut down drama, focus on your body, exercise for 30 minutes at least 3 days a week, drink more water, pray. Okay, Bible app, guys, get the Bible app going. There's a lot more apps that are similar to the Bible app, but after I looked at a bunch of them, the Bible app is the best one to me. And then finally, just remember, look at who you're surrounding yourself with. Okay. If you're surrounding yourself with people who aren't trying to do anything, then, as Michael Jackson would say, make that change. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to my first Taking Back You podcast. I'm so excited. I really appreciate it. I will be back next week with a brand new episode. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And remember, get your life right in 2019. Thank you so much for listening. For more information on this and other episodes of Taking Back You, visit takingbackyou.com. And be sure to subscribe and share with your friends.